John Wick is a revenge movie that came out in 2014 that stars Keanu Reeves. It's a story about an ex-assassin who left the business, his wife recently died, and a couple of thugs break into his house and steal his car, pretty much, and kill his dog. They killed the dog! Just look at that little puppy face! So now John Wick has to go back into the game and find the guys who did this to him, who literally took everything from him. And I have to say, this is a great movie. Like, this is one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time. I unfortunately didn't see this movie in theaters back in the day. I heard a lot of buzz about it. I heard it was one of the best movies of 2014. But I didn't get a chance to see it, so I bought the Blu-ray, watched it recently, and I loved every minute of this movie. Like, this is, like I said, it's one of the best action movies I've ever seen, and that's the honest truth. I'll say this though, it's nothing groundbreaking when it comes to action. It's just we've seen so many cliched action movies over the years. It's nice to see something that just goes back to basics, just make it a simple story, have good action sequences, and a great actor, and that's what this movie does best. And I know Keanu Reeves was in The Matrix, but I have to say, this might be the best performance I've seen from Keanu Reeves, hands down. Something the movie does right is it really dives into the John Wick character. It takes its time and sets him up good so that you can feel for his character more. And once you learn more about why he's going on this revenge path, it's really investing and kind of heartbreaking when you really think about it. I'm not going to spoil it, but once you see it, you'll kind of feel sad. And that's what this movie does best. It focuses on the main character and takes its time to make you care about him more. And another thing that this movie does well is it handles the action scenes really well. There is not a single shaky camera in this movie. There's handheld camera, but there's no shaky cam, which is very refreshing to see after, like I said, all the action cliches we've seen over the past years. There's a difference between handheld camera and shaky camera. Let me give you an example. So handheld camera is handheld, when you do something like you duck or something, the camera follows you, but it still tries to keep still. Shaky camera is when someone hits you and the camera just shakes, punch, shake, shake, shake. It's annoying. I hate it. When it comes to shaky camera, the camera's moving so fast you can't see what's going on. And that's because they either don't have confidence in what they're showing, or, they're trying to hide a stunt double or whatever. But this movie doesn't do that. And it's so nice to see just a wide shot of a fight scene or a car chase. It was so good to see, and I loved it. I really did. The movie is shot really well too, and by that I mean the cinematography and the color scheme look really good in this movie. Some parts it looks cold and kind of depressing, but that's because there's some stuff in the movie that's cold and depressing. But when it needs to have color, it does that well. Even in the nighttime shots look really good in the movie. It rains in one part, and you'd think you'd miss something, but you really don't. As for issues with this movie, I really don't have any issues. The only thing I can really find is that towards the end of the movie, it feels like it's going to end at one spot, and then it just continues for another 15-20 minutes. But honestly, that doesn't bother me because the movie itself is so good. It's such a great movie that I don't really mind that. I just don't like when movies, trick you into thinking it's going to end at a certain spot, and then it just continues on. I hate when that happens, but honestly, for this movie, I can forgive that, because like I said, the movie itself was so good. I had a great time with John Wick. Keanu Reeves was a badass. The villain just gets under your skin, and he's so ruthless. All the performances are fantastic throughout the movie. And again, it's refreshing to see an action movie that's handled so well, and it's really needed after such cliched shit like the Marine 3. I haven't done that in a while, and I wanted to put that in there. I think for me, it's safe to say that I'm going to give John Wick 5 stars. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm changing my grading system from letters to stars. I should have mentioned that earlier, but you know now, so that's my review for John Wick. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie in the comment section, and look forward for the second one, because I know I am. That's coming out sometime in February. I can't remember the release date, but I figure I should talk about this one before I talk about the second one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.